Hello, ladies, and welcome to day 5. 2 more days after tonight, but tonight we're going to talk about foreplay and flavored fun. I kind of mentioned a little bit about flavored fun last night, but did you know that 25% of women orgasm with vaginal penetration? Only 25%. It is more common for women not to orgasm during vaginal penetration. If you saw the Truth and Dare today, you saw, I think it was the dare to send your friends or friend something about if 75% of women don't orgasm during regular intercourse, why do so many women continue to fake it? And that is an amazing question. I can promise you your partner doesn't want you to fake it. I'm not saying go to them and be like, hey, dude, you haven't made me orgasm for 15 years and I want change. No, you can't do that. But you can have a discussion with them. And that is something that I love to help women one-on-one to know how to communicate with their partner gently so that they can kind of get what they want no matter how. This started because I had a client come to me at a party and tell me she'd been married 19 years, had never had an orgasm, not by herself, not with her partner, and she was crying because her partner thought she had led him to believe that she orgasmed every time and that he was the best lover on this planet. So she's like, what do I do? I want to fix it. How do I fix it? So if you find yourself in that situation where it's been 9 months, 19 years, I don't care, reach out to me and I am happy to help you figure out how to communicate that gently to your partner so that you can, enjoy sex together, all right? There is a huge pleasure gap. I mentioned a couple days ago about how it takes women so much longer to get aroused than men, or that's what it was. The average woman takes 23 minutes to get aroused enough to orgasm, but the average intercourse between male and female lasts like 6 to 13 minutes. So yes, there is a pleasure gap. But we are talking today about new, improved, enhanced experiences. These aren't just about your pleasure, but it's about enhancing your pleasure with yourself and with a partner if you have a partner, okay? So, the average man during intercourse, they get aroused very quickly, very easily, and they can orgasm almost every time. I believe the statistic is 95% of men orgasm, maybe it's 93% of men orgasm every time. Women, the statistics are way lower. Now, I mentioned earlier 25% of women orgasm with just vaginal penetration or just regular intercourse. It is possible, obviously, for women to orgasm with other enhancements and or clitoral stimulation especially, or we're going to talk more about that in depth tomorrow and the next day. But here are some enhancements that could just enliven, that could spice up things in the bedroom, that can just help you and your partner enjoy things, or just you by yourself enjoy things more. So we talked flavored fun, so let's start with that. First of all, I said last night we have a couple delicious edible lubricants that will encourage more play prior to intercourse, which foreplay for women helps us get aroused enough to orgasm. So if it takes us 23 minutes to get aroused enough to orgasm, some foreplay is more or less needed. So bring some flavored fun into it. I mentioned the other day about bosom body. That's stimulating for the nipples. It's fun for the partner. You could be like, I got a tasty treat, fun and flirty. Then you could take one of the lubricants and have a tasty treat down there. So a couple of my favorites. Well, I love them all. This is our Sensations. It is a warming lubricant. It gets slightly warmer with friction, but especially warmer with sexy bedroom breath. So this is where you're playing around with your partner. You can put, if you don't like the cool tingly feeling of the bosom buddy, or if you do, you can do one cool, one warm. You can do your partner's warm, whatever. But like, for instance, you could apply the Sensations to your partner's nipple, rub it in, and then do what I call a sexy bedroom breath. Not like you're blowing on a candle. Sexy bedroom breath. That heats it up like instantly. You could use this on the penis, on nipples, on the vagina. It's safe for intercourse even. It is water-based. And even though it's flavored, it doesn't have sugar in it. By the way, no sugar, no calories, no fat, no gluten, no dairy, and no carbs. So no matter what diet you're on, guilt-free. It comes in a couple different flavors. So make sure, if I didn't post the flavors, make sure you ask. Next is our whipped kissable creamy lubricant. This goes on like a lotion, and it's moisturizing, and it's not sticky, and it smells amazing. So you can use this as a massage lotion, rub it in, lick it off, and then it's safe also as for oral sex and as a lubrication. So one product does it all, from massage to happy ending. And it tastes delicious. This one's vanilla, tastes like vanilla frosting without any calories, carbs, sugar, fat, dairy, gluten. I think I got them all. Yes. No guilt. If you're like me, it seems like I always wake up, especially if I'm trying to lose weight, I always wake up in the middle of the night with the worst sweet tooth ever. So just a little hint, keep this next to your bed. You wake up, you don't have to get out of bed, just be like, and drift right back off to sleep. So good. That is the whipped lotion lubricant. Then we have our oral gel called Great Head. Now, this is not safe for the vagina because it does have a little bit of sugar in it, but it makes giving oral sex to a penis so much easier. Why? First of all, it's like a lubricant for our cheeks and our mouth, our tongue, and our throat. So it makes things slippery. It makes it easier to go faster. It makes it easier to go slightly deeper, and it also helps to reduce your gag reflex. So you're welcome. On those nights, like, depends on how long you've been in a relationship, you know, when oral sex is expected. Typically, if you've been in a relationship for a while, it's like they get it on birthdays, anniversaries, probably not Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, and when you max out the card. Yeah, so you want this for those nights. It's called Great Head. It does come in delicious flavors too, so make sure that I've posted it or ask in the comments about it. Next is enhancement gel. It is so good. One tiny little drop. I want to warn you, tiny drop, no bigger than what fits on the tip of your pinky. You're going to rub that into the clitoris. This is unisex, but we're talking about you right now, ladies. One drop on the tip of your pinky. You're going to rub it on the clitoris. Within a few seconds, you're going to notice a tingle. I call that the party in your pants. That tingle helps to awaken everything down there. It helps to get the arousal started. It gets engorged. Our clitoris actually gets erect. It is doing everything that needs to happen before you orgasm. So I mentioned earlier the pleasure gap, that 23 minutes that we need in order to get aroused. Men are like a microwave, women are like crock pots. This makes you like an instant pot. Within seconds, literally, you're going to start getting aroused, and this puts everything in motion that needs to happen for you to have the orgasm. It is also unisex. Why is that important? Why would we ever want to speed up a guy? There are some men, increasing numbers of men actually, that have what they call delayed ejaculation. We'll talk about that in another video. This will speed them up. The other reason you might want to speed them up is when it's one of those nights I talked about earlier, is you're trying to give oral favors. This gets them aroused, gets them orgasm much faster. Typically, men last 6 to 13 minutes, I think is what that said, during intercourse from arousal to orgasm. I don't know why, but when it's our turn to give oral favors, like 30 minutes in, your jaw's locking up and they're still not done. They can control it, but not if you put this on. You apply this to the testicles and give it literally 30 seconds to start working, and your jaw will be over very quickly. All right, so that is the it works great for him. It works great for her. Also, if you have a guy who suffers from delayed ejaculation, that means delayed meaning Sometimes they don't ejaculate during intercourse, or sometimes they need to masturbate to finish themselves. Um, Rev is perfect for that. This is not vagina friendly, but it is a masturbating tingling cream that will help to get them done faster. So let's say in this instance, you've had intercourse, you're done. You're like, I can't keep going. So you simply get out the Rev and you can finish with a hand job or let him finish with a hand job. So Rev is tingly for them and speeds them up. GPS. Oh, this is definitely one of my favorite enhancements too. This is, of course, for our pleasure. GPS helps you discover your G spot. The name is perfect because it literally has the roadmap directly to your G spot. Even if you don't know where it is, even if your partner doesn't know where it is, this will find it. All you have to do is find a way to get 1 to 2 drops inside the vagina. It can be fingertip, it can be toy, it can be a penis. Few seconds and it goes to work. It will discover your G spot. Normally your G spot is flat. I say it's like shy, and it doesn't come out to play. It lays flat and flush against the vaginal wall unless it's directly stimulated with a toy, with somebody's fingers, or with our lovely GPS. So again, 1 to 2 drops inside the vagina. It discovers the G spot. It plumps it up so it's like a cherry that's prime and ready for picking. It plumps it up, it gets it nice and sensitive, and then it's much easier to stimulate during regular intercourse, during toy play, and especially during doggy style. You will love doggy style when you're using your GPS because from behind, they are literally directly on your G spot once it's nice and plumped up. So GPS, so good. Can you use all of these together? Absolutely. Like I said, the only one not safe for the vagina is the Rev and the Great Head. But yes, you can use Sensations, Whipped, GPS, all of those together. You might have to call in sick for a couple days because you might be so exhausted you can't walk, but I'm just saying. Now, if you have a really good G-spot orgasm, it is possible that you might squirt. I hate that word because we're ladies, so I call it leak beautifully. Some women leak beautifully a lot, like a lot. Some just a tiny bit. Some don't leak at all. It depends on how hydrated you are, how active your G-spot glands are, etc., etc. Is it urination? No. How do we know this? If you've ever been around a kid that wets the bed, or like that's wearing a diaper that leaks through like significantly onto a bed, that urine smell like lasts for a couple days. Once it's in the mattress, you can smell the urine. You can have a G-spot orgasm. You can soak the entire mattress. It's clear and it's odorless. So that's how we know they're different. Okay, so if that happens though, and you're like, oh my goodness, why is the wet spot always on my side? That's when you need the Between the Sheets. This is a spray that dries into a powder and it helps to get rid of the wet spot. It's also great just to help make your sheets smell good. It also makes your sheets feel nice and silky, and it does have pheromones. So when you climb into bed, it's going to help to put you in the mood more. So that is called our Between the Sheets. Comes in a couple different scents that you will see posted as well. Endurance. So this is for, I know I already talked about, and I did talk about delayed ejaculation before. I talked about premature ejaculation, which is the most common, is premature, where guys don't last long enough. That's where you need endurance. It's a Healy version, and it does have CBD in it, but it helps to just reduce the sensitivity and just kind of, well, it prolongs the ejaculation. So it makes them last longer, kind of desensitizes them, sort of like if they were wearing a condom, desensitizes them. So it does make them last longer, does not affect your pleasure at all. However, we recommend that you apply it to the penis and let it do its job for 5 to 10 minutes before you start any other arousal. Okay, so let it sit there and do the job. I apologize for the train. One more thing besides, I did mention the Bosom Buddy already is fun, it's flavored, it's just, yeah, enjoy. Then the last is our Healy massage oil with Hello Libido. Hello Libido is our essential oil that increases your libido. So if you're like, I'm not in the mood, but I've said no for the last 3 years, and I probably should say yes once in a while. Just kidding, not 3 years. But This massage oil has an essential oil in it that while your partner is massaging you, it just helps to get you in the mood as well as your partner. So it's going to enhance just that intimacy feeling and just the arousal. So that is all I have for you tonight. 2 more videos. Tomorrow night we do start talking about some toys, but 2 more videos, and then we're gonna finish up this party. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it so far. I have enjoyed it tremendously. Make sure you're commenting on everything with 3 words or more so that you can win all the things. And also make sure you're keeping track of your wish list in case you can win that too. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.